Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's show. It's going to be a really fun one tonight. We're going to give this thing a shot, Mike. We're going to look at the 53-man roster. You got the dress rehearsal game out of the way last week, Mike. This last game, you're just letting the young guys go through it. Your bubble players. I mean, by now they kind of have this thing, figured out. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and give a shot at the 53-man roster, kind of how we build our draft board. So we're going to break out the Google sheet and we're going to break down each position group. Mike, are you ready for the 53-man roster projection, baby?
Let's get it. Shout out to Mario Flores in the comment section. Shout out to Cowboys Corner Out. That's how we do it.
Shout out, everybody. Thanks for joining us live, everybody. Anybody catching on the replay, make sure you guys pound that like button, hit the bell for the notifications for when we go live. It's going to be one hell of a season. I have a feeling we're going to be on a crazy ride, and we're going to go along together, guys. So
anxiety to the roof.
Anxiety through the roof. That's right. Starts with week 1 against Tampa Bay. So let's see who's going to be the potential roster at Tampa Bay. Who's going to line up across the defending champions and go toe to toe, guys. So shout out to everybody here. We're going to get this thing going, man. Let's get it going. Let's break out the sheet. Let's break this down, guys. So Mike, let's go through. We're going to break this down. We're going to go quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, O-line. We'll add it up. We'll see what our number is on offense. Then we'll go to linebacker, cornerback, safety, D-line, special teams, which is just your punter and kicker, right? So,
and then your long snapper.
Yeah, and your long snapper. That's right. That's right. So, guys, I think this is pretty. Now, I did a poll here in the chat box as far as the Cowboys carry 3 quarterbacks. Mike, let me get your opinion. Are they going to carry 3 or is it just 2?
I'm hoping they carry 2. I don't see a need to carry 3 here, Joe. I think I think you can stash Ben DiNucci on practice squad. No team's going to stash him and waste a roster spot on their team. I think you can cut him and stash him on the practice squad, especially after that performance just the other day.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be 2. If they go 3, that's going to be a little bit worrisome for me because if they carry 3, I have a feeling they think that this injury may represent itself sometime during the season, which will give me a little bit of worry. So, guys, let's hope this is a 2 quarterback season. That being said, who's going to be that number 2? Is it Gilbert or is it Rush? Or do they pull some crazy crap out and end up being DiNucci?
No, I think the DiNucci experiment's over with. If Rush came out and put 14 points up on the board. He took command, he took control, he looked fluid. The players responded to him well. Garrett Gilbert doesn't know how to throw the ball. He don't have his quarterback mental clock, Joe, and that's hurting him tremendously in these preseason games. So if Rush can compete like he did the 3rd preseason game into this 4th preseason game, I think Rush will take the keys, drive his Ferrari, park it behind Dak Prescott's.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it too. Not only that, but you did hear Mike McCarthy mention that this game leading up to this final game, it was going to be Cooper Rush taking first string snaps, and he will start the game in the 4th. So the 4th.
Joe.
Game.
Right here, Ryan Doyle said it best. It is now time for Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones to pick up the phone and trade for Felipe Franks, all right? You damn right. You damn right.
That's hilarious, dude. And if you followed us through the draft season, that was Mike's guy there. At first, for a moment, I thought they were going to take him possibly. All right, guys, I think we're good with Prescott and Cooper, and it could be Gilbert. So, flip a coin there, guys. But I think 2 quarterbacks. I don't want to carry 3. DiNucci definitely hasn't done enough to be the 3rd quarterback, man. He's terrible. He's terrible, right? So moving on to running backs. All right. Safe to say Elliott is in there. All right. And number 2, obviously, Tony and Pollard, right? Now, 3, I think they carry the 3rd running back. Guys, do they go with a 3rd running back? And if so, who do you guys think it is? I think it'll be Rico Dowdle. I mentioned this during the game. That Rico Dowdle, the way he performed, I think he clinched a roster spot to be that 3rd running back. Mike, let me get your input on that. You think they go with a third running back?
I think they do. I think they do. I think Dowd. I think he clinched that thing up. And
Yeah.
I'm hesitant, Joe, because we could put in a fullback right here too. Do the Cowboys carry a fullback on this roster?
Good question. That's something that we may, finesse and as we massage this roster spot here, it could be something that we revisit, especially when we get to the tight ends. But yeah, let's keep that in mind. Could it be Ralston? Let's keep that one in the back of our head here as we continue on. But I think we're good there for right now. Wide receivers, Mike, Amari Cooper.
Oh, yeah, we can just fill this in quick. I don't think. And the question here, Joe, is: are they going to carry six? A Coop, Lamb, Gallup, Wilson, Brown. Just when you thought they were fading out, they're right back in the picture making plays with Cooper Rush, backup quarterbacks. Not even with Dak Prescott, right? I don't think Simi Fehoko made enough noise here. Again, this is something that we could visit.
Yeah, I agree totally. He did not do enough.
And I don't think there's another player out that can earn this. So I think the Cowboys stick with the original 5 here, Joe.
5, I think it's 5. Now, if they did go 6, I think it would come down to Malik Turner or Simi. So let's keep that in the back of our head. But for right now, we'll go with 5. That's what they did last year. They went with 5. Every now and then they do carry the 6. So if they do carry the 6, Malik and Fehoko is probably that.
Malik Turner was the 6th wide receiver late last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just for special teams.
Exactly. He just seems to get hurt at the worst time of the year, man. I swear, dude. I feel bad for him because he's done so good, but they might put him in there. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Tight ends, I think we got this locked up here. I mean, for me, it's Jarwin, Schultz, and I do think they carry a third one, and I think that will be McEwen.
I think McEwen's a little hurt. I say Sprinkle.
You got Sprinkle?
I got Sprinkle.
Yeah, we'll go. I'm gonna say McEwen, and Mike is gonna say. Let's just put it down here. Mike is saying Sprinkle. Mike is saying Sprinkle. I'm saying McEwen. So, but basically, what we're saying is 3 tight ends, though. At the end of the day, Mike, we're saying three tight ends. So that's what I have here. Jarwin, Schultz, McEwen. Mike likes Jarwin, Schultz, Sprinkle. So 3 tight ends there. Now, where that can get interesting is, like we talked about, the fullback, right? If they want to carry a fullback, and Ralston has actually looked pretty good in special teams. This guy's making some pretty big hits. You see him in the running game. You see him convert a third and short. So
that dude is a rock, dude. He's rock flipping solid.
That guy, he looks like a McCarthy, a fullback. You know what I mean? He can catch the ball out of the backfield too. I wouldn't be surprised if they did carry Ralston, but there's gonna be. It's hard to imagine, the Cowboys actually doing that with all the weapons that we have. The snaps are going to be very limited to outside of your main guys. So offensive line, all right, this is a fun one here. So obviously Tyron Smith, the vet of vet Smith, and then you got
I got McGovern there.
You got McGovern. Now, I'm not going to say that this is any kind of depth chart or anything, but yeah, McGovern definitely making it.
Badass.
You got Williams in there, obviously Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz,
Zach the Hammer Martin.
Yeah, Zach Martin up in there. You got Lyle Collins. Now we start getting into your swing positions, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are we carrying for our swings?
Yeah, I still got this is just my tech here. I still got Doodoo Pat Steele, and I still got Josh Ball.
Yeah, I think they're enamored with Steele for whatever the hell. I mean, this is one of those weird ones, man. It's just they love this guy for some reason. He's terrible. I mean, he's just not good. So Steele, I think is you're going to be your swing guy. Does Inseki make the team, guys? Mike, what do you think about Ty Inseki? Is he making this team or is he not making it?
No, I went ahead and emailed him a nursing home pamphlet. Joe, it's time to hang it up and let Cowboys Corner introduce you to your nursing home.
Now, one player that I think is making a move to be a swing type of guard, and I'll tell you who it's going to be. I like Forniak over Brandon Knight. So I don't know. Let's talk about that, Mike. How do you feel about Forniak? How do you feel about Brandon?
Dude, I really think Forniak, bro. I think you can stash. I think you can stash him on this 55 or 53, whatever it is this year, because I think I like Brandon Knight. Doesn't look like he played a snap last year. He looks so off balance, off key, off cue. I don't know what his problem is, but I like Forniak, dude. I can fornicate with Forniak.
That's what I think it is, man. I agree. Knight has regressed. I don't know if it's just that moving him from tackle to guard screwed him up or what, but he's looked like he looks bad out there. I don't like Knight right now, and I think he's kind of a carryover. Brandon Knight is a Garrett carryover, and I think that his time may ran out. Farniak, Big Ten, Nebraska, getting to they moved him up to second team. They gave this practice here. They move him up to second team, so high on their list. I think he's making this team as a swing guard, and obviously you got McGovern, Williams, Bianic. So, do they carry any other O linemen, guys? Are we good at what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think that's it.
I think that's a good number there.
We got 60 viewers up in here, Joe. We got 25 likes. Guys, let's get that thing up to 30 likes. Give me 5 likes if you haven't already, guys. Pack that like button right. She now lets us know we're doing a good job.
Let's try to figure out the numbers here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 5 here, 5 here.
5, 10, 23.
2 here.
23.
1, 1, 1. So let's see. Let's use this utility here, right? Is that 22?
What? Where did I get 23 at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, you're going with Sprinkle for the third tight end. I said McEwen, so that's 3 tight ends. So 22 right there, right?
I got 21.
Well, no, I think this is the number here because I use the calculator.
Well, hold on. There's 5 with the quarterback and running back. There's 10 with the wide receivers. There's 13. And there we got 10. We got 8 offensive linemen. 13 plus 8 is 22.
Yeah, that's where we're at. 22. So we got 22 right there. So let me see what we got. So out of 53.
No, right? It's 21. 13 plus 8 is 21.
All right, let's manually count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Why did it count? Where the hell did it get the other one from? Okay, so it is 21. That's weird. Calculator is off. Why is it off? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Shout out to A. Lavelle. What's up, Joe and Mike? Hope you're doing well. We are. Thank you. I hope you will look at the swing tackle position after the preseason picks up one better. I don't trust Steele at all.
So this gives us 32 on the other side of the ball. That's pretty deep. Now we can, when we get through this, we'll see. Maybe they do throw in Ralston in there. Maybe they keep Sprinkle as well. I don't think they'll keep, but maybe they'll add the 6 wide receiver. So let's get over to the defensive side of the ball here, Mike, and everybody live in the chat box.
They're loving our math in the comment section. Give a like for our math, fellas.
Yeah, math is definitely was not my forte in college. It was my worst subject. I barely passed it, and in fact, I had to cheat just to pass. So,
but see, I don't deal with small numbers, dude. When I do math, I deal with thousands of dollars, 50,000 plus. That's my math now.
Thank you for the super chat, brother. What's up, Joe? I hope you're both well. Hope you're looking at swing tackles. Yeah, pick up someone, bro. I don't think any of us really trust Steele. I think and that's where this team will get in trouble. Thank you, Lavelle. I think, definitely. If you lose that tackle position, it's going to put the offense in trouble because it just changes the effectiveness, the timing. You're going to have a lot of pressure coming from Steele. I mean, Steele is pretty much like one of those dummies that you see in the combine. One of those things, and the defensive end swap it out of the way and then gets it. That's what he is, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but still, he is terrible, bro. He's a combine dummy. I'm sorry to say, but he's not good at all. Let's get back on track here. Linebackers, all right. Parsons, and then you got
Neil.
Yeah, you got Keanu Neal.
Neil Diamond.
You got
Smith.
You got Jalen Smith. You got
Vander Esch.
Vander Esch. You got Vander Esch. You got Cox, who I think at the end of the year, Cox is going to be getting a lot of freaking playing time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 linebackers. Do they carry a 6?
I got 6. I got Gifford on here.
Yeah, I like Gifford too. So let's pencil him in there for right now. He's stayed healthy. Let's knock on wood, everybody. Gifford has stayed healthy. That's good. And yeah, that's where it's at. I don't. Bernard probably going IR if he hasn't already. I haven't. I kind of lost track of Bernard. Where's he at? Is he on IR?
Who?
Francis Bernard.
Francis Bernard. Let me check my Palm Pilot. Francis Bernard is questionable.
What do you mean questionable?
That's what ESPN said. It has a Q beside him.
Yeah, he hasn't. I think he's missed all of training camp, or I don't know what's going on. Huh?
What does the Q mean? Let me see what Q means. Q means questionable. Yeah, he's questionable.
Yeah, ESPN, they don't know what they're doing over there. Let's go to cornerbacks. You got Trayvon Diggs, the go-to-goats over here.
Maurice Kennedy, guys. And while Joe's typing this in, I'm going to tell you about Maurice Kennedy.
Yeah, he's making.
Raise your hand if you're surprised how good Maurice Kennedy is. Raise your hand. Now put your hand down because I'm about to tell you why you shouldn't be surprised. He's a former Baltimore Raven. They've known to have good defenses. They've had stellar talent over there. He was just in the right program, helped him develop. He took a year off. I don't know who he was practicing with, but the way Maurice Kennedy is playing, being a former Raven does not surprise me, Joe.
No doubt about that. No doubt about it. He's definitely bringing the mentality. He's not really young anymore, but he's one of those guys that you want to have in this team. He bats down a lot of passes. And when you bat down passes, you're taking them to the next down. So I love that. I love the way he plays. As a matter of fact, man, I really would like to see him start over Jordan Lewis, if I'm being quite honest. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I wouldn't mind him being on the outside corner and putting Anthony Brown in the slot, dude.
Yeah. So Diggs, Kennedy, these are for sure guys.
Brown,
they're going to play
Joseph, Nashawn Wright, J. Lou.
Kelvin Joseph, second-round pick, is making the team, no doubt about it. Nashawn Wright is making this team. Let me see who we got. Jordan Lewis. Who else we got, Mike? Let me see. I think Goodwin makes it as a special teamer guy. I think he's going to be one of those ones that they carry for your special teams ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cornerbacks.
And we hadn't even got into our free safeties or safeties yet. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at.
7. So right now we got 13 on the board, Joe.
Okay, good. Moving on to safeties. All right, I think you got Hooker, obviously. You got Kazee.
You got Wilson. Curse.
You got Donovan Wilson. That's right. Yeah, I think Curse is going to be that guy. I think that I think McQuamu is going to be a practice squad candidate, honestly. So I have them carrying 4 safeties. What do you guys think, Mike? Are you at 4 as well, Mike, or what are you thinking?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have C.J. Goodwin making the team because we got Maurice Kennedy there, and so I put McQuamu in at safety. So I carried 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I carried 6 corners and 5 safeties.
So you didn't carry Goodwin, or
I didn't carry Goodwin. I cut Goodwin.
Okay.
And because I mean, he's longer in the tooth. Maurice Kennedy, he can do what Goodwin does on special teams. So that was my thing there.
Okay. Yeah, and it could swing that way. I could see that happening as well. I could see that being a possibility as well. But I think 4 here is the number there, the sweet spot, Mike. But they could go 5 and they could go 6, like you said. But I think Goodwin is just too much of a fossil guy. I think that's going to be one that Fossil really pounds the table for that guy there.
So we're at 38 so far.
Okay.
Total.
Going on to defensive line. All right. Defensive line.
Now this is where it's going to eat up a lot of our roster here, Joe. All right.
Yeah, I think they're going to go pretty deep here.
So right off the muscle, Joe, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 carrying here.
And that's a number that kind of makes sense. I was thinking 10 to 11 will probably be the number there. So let's see. Let's break down the numbers here. So Lawrence, they talk about him getting close.
Lawrence, Basham, and Anai. That takes care of your left side and right side, just moving things around.
I agree with all those. Anai's making this team. Lawrence, Basham, Anai.
And then if we're going to go right in, Joe, I have Gregory, Armstrong, and then I don't know about Golston, but do they stash him on there? And I couldn't find another, and maybe Hamilton. They could keep Hamilton or Golston. I think they can go either way between those 2 players.
Yeah, I think Golston's going to go IR myself. He hasn't practiced
so
at all.
So let me take Golston off, and then I could put Hamilton.
Okay. So let's break down these edge players first. So we got Lawrence, Basham, Anai, Gregory, and then we're talking about Armstrong.
Yes, Armstrong.
I think Armstrong makes it. I think he's had a pretty good camp. Golston, IR, I think, that helps his case to make the team as well. And I think it helps Anai as well. So
I think that takes care of our edge because I think Anai can play both sides.
Anai can play both sides, and he's looked good on both of them. I will be utterly infuriated if they do not keep Anai. I think he's done a phenomenal job.
And he's learned how to tackle and not get his legs caught underneath.
Yeah, he's definitely has some stuff to clean up. But for a second-year player, a pressure player, I like what I see, and that's what we need. So okay, so looking more at our interior.
Yes.
Interior guys. So you got to go with the man of men, and that's going to be the big boy number 75, Odigizua.
I am so glad we're together because I forgot about Odigizua.
Odigizua is the guy there, pretty much taking over. He's going to be your 3-tech, starting over Gallimore, unfortunately. But, man, when Gallimore gets back, that's going to be a good 1-2 punch rotation, speed, size, length, leverage. I mean, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
We're about to get in a great discussion here, Joe.
Okay, so we got Odigizua, your defensive tackle.
You gotta put Bohannon Hannah.
Yes. Bohanna's making this team. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised by Bohanna. I think he's got a good swim move. He did get off sides here, I think, once or twice along the way. But dude, he's a big guy, right? He's that double cheeseburger that we always talk about. So Bohanna making this team. We got to carry at least two more. I think Brent Urban is
Yes.
going to be that other one there. So the Urban, he gives you some flex. He can kind of be your Tyrone Crawford. We were hoping that Golston would be that Crawford type of player, but it's probably going to be Urban. Play him on the inside, play him on the outside. Fourth, your fourth defensive tackle. Who you got in there?
Carlos Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins is making this team, and shout out to him, man, because I'll be honest, when they first announced him getting signed, I just said this is a camp body, dude. Former Texan, this and that, but he comes from a pretty good background, Clemson, comes from a good program there, and he's played pretty good, man. He's played really good there. Now, the question is, do they carry
You got to put Gallimore in there.
Gallimore? Okay, so Gallimore, does he count on the 53 though? If he's on.
But see, here's my thing with Gallimore. He dislocated his elbow. There was minor ligament damage. He might miss week 1, but I guarantee he'll be back for week 2 because people forget there's a whole other week and a half before we play again week 2 against the Chargers, right? So I feel he's coming back week 2.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put him on the short-term IR because then they won't get him back until 6 games. And
right.
Yeah, you're right. So we're going to put in Gallimore here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's roughly 4 or 5, depending on how you want to classify Urban as.
So let's discuss this. So we don't have Hamilton on here or we don't have Tristan Hill, Joe. Is that Tristan Hill experiment? Is that thing over, Joe?
Man, it's probably, if it were me, I would probably take Hamilton over Tristan Hill. If we're gonna carry 11 D linemen, I would probably take Hamilton, but that's a lot of beef up the middle. So I don't know, man. I suspect they're at the end of the day. I think Tristan Hill's gonna go IR. I think they're gonna stash him away for next season, but this year I don't think he's not going to make it. I mean, at worst case scenario, he's going to be short term IR possibly, but we don't have to count him towards this 53. So I'm not putting Tristan Hill in here. The conversation would come down to Rondell Carter. I think you have to consider him. I think he's done pretty good.
Has he done better than Hamilton though?
It's pretty close. It's pretty close, guys. So the lunatic. Let's see what you got in here. What do you guys think? If you had to go between the final spot of Rondo Carter or Hamilton, which way would you guys go? If you guys have any medical questions, just cut him and go with Hamilton. Put him second rounder and give him another shot. Yeah, I think they're gonna IR that guy. But yeah, if they're done with him, they might just end up cutting that guy. Bring back Taco Charlton. It's a good one, Stevie Mac. Yeah, he got cut from the Chiefs here yesterday. I think I saw. So that stint's over, man. An official bust of bust. Taco Charlton on the streets again. So that's crazy. So anybody in the chat box, Rondell Carter or Hamilton? Does anybody wanna put it out there? I feel like Rondell Carter's kind of the forgotten guy.
Because he's forgotten, Joe, because he hasn't made any plays, Joe. Hamilton, he's all over the place.
That's a close one. You know what? Let's update our. Let's do this. Let's finish out the special teams and let's revisit this and let's see where we're at as far as 53 goes. So
you're at 27. Oh, you're at 27 on defense, so you're 48 total right now.
And so we got Zerline, right?
Yep. So that's 49.
Who's our punter?
Then you got Anger.
Anger? Yeah, it's probably gonna be Anger.
And then McQuaid.
McQuaid, your long snapper. So that's.
There are 51 players in, Joe.
How do you spell McQuaid?
We got 30 right there.
Is that McQuaid? Is it McQuaid or McQuaid?
McQuaid. McDouble. McDonald. McFry.
I feel like there's an I in there somewhere, isn't there? Something like that. Somebody confirm McQuaid's last name. It's McQuaid, right? So we got 3 there. So where are we at?
Yeah, McQuaid. McQuaide.
That was close. Okay, so I was missing the E there. How many we got total on here? So we got.
So we got 51 total, Joe. We got 30 on this side, 21 on that side.
4 here. We got 3, 2, 1, 1. Oops, already fucking up there. 1, 1. Let's see how this looks versus the calculator. Let's try it again. So is it 30?
Yep.
So where are we at? So right now we're at
51.
We're at 51. So we got 2 spots to give everybody. Now,
so my vote's on the fullback.
The fullback, I think. Fullback. So you thinking they might carry Ralston, right?
My vote's on the fullback and McQuamu.
I would go.
That's my vote.
I think I would go Ralston. Yep. And I think I would go Fehoko here.
What? Not Malik Turner?
Well, I don't know what the injury status is though. But you know what? That's why we're having this conversation, guys.
Yeah, but here's my thing here, Joe. With Simi Fehoko, he's a 5th round rookie. We all know about Amari Cooper's ankle, and we're hoping the best for health reasons for everybody else on the wide receiver core. But big question mark is surrounded by Cooper. Can we trust Simi Fehoko to go in there in a game? Or can we trust Malik Turner, who is a veteran in this league?
You know, I think I'm leaning more towards McQuamu because if you think about safety, Hooker, you know the injury history, Kazee coming back from that. These guys could go down
any minute.
You know, if we're being honest,
they're a broken broom with duct tape around it, Joe.
So let's add. I do like the McQuamu one. I would go there for that reason.
I don't know how the hell you spelled his name right, but you freaking did.
And I don't know if I did, but it's something like that, right? McQuamu.
I think you nailed it, dude. It's MUKUAMU.
So is that right?
No, you got to switch your M and your A.
Your M and the A.
You're right there.
What is it?
MUKUAMU.
Oh yeah, well that's right then.
Oh, you had it right?
Yeah.
Freaking spell of bee champion. Not the math champion, but you are the spell of bee champion.
So that'll put us at 31. That'll put us at 31 there. 31 and 21 is what?
Soup Trap said they like to play guys that have experience at multiple positions.
So we got 1 spot to give. Malik Turner.
I'm gonna be, as much as I love Malik Turner, dude. I'm gonna have to go the fullback, dude. I am. I'm gonna have to go the fullback because he plays special teams. Malik Turner, I think he can play special teams, but I think the fullback can play at a higher level, dude. I can see Bones Fossil chopping that up.
Okay, so this is what we can do. Mike is going to give the fullback Ralston, which I actually would not be mad at that either, man, to be honest. So Mike's going here with Ralston. I'm going to go Turner here. And that would put us at, you switch, whether if you want to go with Mike's version, that puts us at 53. If you want to go with my version of keeping Turner over Ralston, that'll go, to 53. So let me highlight that, and we can come back to that. So this will put us at 53, right? 22. 22 and 31. Yeah, that's it. That'll put us at 22. So that's the 53, guys. I think we got a super chat that came through here. Hold on, let me catch up, guys. Sorry, we're super concentration mode here. Keith M, appreciate you, bro. 6 of the 11 draft picks making the team. Yeah, a pretty deep
That's
draft.
It? 6 of 11.
6 of 11, and you got I think guys that they're going to be able to bring back on practice squad. You know what I mean? Turner, Fehoko, I feel like it might be a coin toss there. But yeah, I mean, Fehoko just has not done enough. I mean, unless he really like goes off crazy here in that final game, which he might. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, thank you there, Keith. Appreciate you. Appreciate that super chat there, guys. Thanks for everybody checking it out today. We're giving this a crack here, get the discussion going. I think it's an interesting discussion to have. You know what I mean?
Prime time.
Keep up the great work. Cowboys Corner, need to post more. You have a different opinion than I do. I like to see your point of view. Keep up the grind, guys. Primetime Phil in the house, loyal subscriber. Thank you, Primetime Phil. We do appreciate you.
Yeah, I need to post more, but these damn Cowboys make me damn depressed.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work to get it going.
They keep me. I've been in this thing for 8 years, man. I almost feel like I can pull a Shango and not post for 8 months.
I you know what? I'll be honest. I'm kind of approaching that level of Shango where it's just like you kind of, you know what I mean. You just show up when it starts to get down to it. Can you list out the 6 special teamers on the list? The 6 special teamers.
Yeah, so we got Goodwin. Well, we got Zerline, Anger, McQuaid. We got Goodwin. He'll be a special teams ace for you. I need 2 more here. I think Kennedy would be another special team ace for you there.
And then these 2 guys, depending on which cup of tea you want, Ralston or Turner, both those guys are special teams guys, right? So I think those are them, right? And Cooper, obviously. I mean, Lamb, he's your punt return guy, which I still hate having him out there bringing back punts, bro. I just don't like that. Simi playing with Danucci. Enough said. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. Somebody mentioned Josh Ball. Where is he at? Josh Ball has that's my boy Donnell. Josh Ball has a high ankle sprain. Okay, so those are those ones that take a while to come back, right? When you get like the variety, when it's the high ankle sprain, those ones take a while. So Ball, I think might go short-term IR just to get him back, because I don't think he's doing anything out there, right? So he's probably got to strengthen up as well. Dowdle's a special teamer. That's a good one there. You got that right, DJ Dog 31.
Gifford would be a special teamers player too. I think Jabril Cox also.
Yeah, Jabril Cox, he'll be out there too. Who we have as backup? I can't.
Cooper Flush.
So it's Prescott and Cooper. Prescott, bro. We'll see if that helps out a little bit. So we got of the players here. So we got Prescott, Cooper, Elliott, Pollard, Dowdle. Mike likes Ralston as a fullback option to get us to 53. We got Coop Lamb, Gallup, Wilson, Brown. I like Turner sneaking in there, that final spot. Tight end, Jarwin, Schultz, McEwen. I like McEwen. Mike is going with Sprinkle over McEwen. So, we'll see what happens there. It's a good problem to have. O line, Tyron McGovern, C. Will, Tyler Biadish, Zach Martin, Collins Steele, and I think Mike and I are pretty high on Farniak. I think we have him over Brandon Knight. I think that's the route that this front office, Mike McCarthy, going to go with. I think moving him up to the second team reps this practice is a pretty good indicator that they like him a lot there. And honestly, I think he's outplayed Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight has looked like crap. Parsons, Keanu O'Neal, Jalen Smith, Vander Esch, Jabril the Steel Cox, and Gifford sneaks in there, assuming I won't even say it, but yeah, Gifford sneaks in there on cornerbacks. Diggs, Kennedy, the playmaker, should be starting in the slot.
Should be.
Brown's probably going to start, the season there, as much as none of us really like him. I think Joseph and Wright, they need a little bit more experience, but they will get that. I think before the season's over, Joseph and Wright are going to take away those reps from Brown. I don't even doubt that. You know what I mean? Lewis and Goodwin, he's your special teams ace. Hooker, Kazee, Wilson, Curse. We went with Mukwamu sneaking in here because the injury history on Hooker and Kazee. You know what I mean? If you lose two of those guys and you only carried 4, you're down to Wilson and Curse. That's
not good.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense because of that reason. You know what I mean? We'll see if the Cowboys agree. Lawrence, Basham, Anai, Gregory, Armstrong, Odigizua, Bohanna, Urban, Watkins, Gallimore. Right? You could finesse me into bringing on Rondell Carter, maybe Hamilton, but that's if you want to go really deep there. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good conversation right there. Defensive line, special teams, Zerline, Anger, McQuaid. Pretty good stuff, guys. Pretty good stuff. So we'll see where we're at when the final cuts come along, and that's going to be, what is it? Is it the Sunday after that final game, right, Mike? Is it
yes?
Is it that Sunday or is it that Monday?
I think Cowboys play on Sunday, so I think it's that Monday.
Okay, so by the time we're back here next Tuesday on Frisco Report, we will have a good grasp of who it is. So this is our 53-man roster projection. I'll probably do another video later this week, talking about some of these bubble players and this sorts of things. So make sure you guys check back on that video there. But yeah, man, really good competition across the board for this roster. You know what I'm saying? So
is this, Joe, the championship roster right here, Joe? Is this the Lombardi February hosting team right here?
I mean, if you just look at it, Mike McCarthy is really, getting rid of some of the Garrett guys. You're really seeing the thumbprint of Mike McCarthy. You know what I mean? So a lot of turning over, which is good. That's what you want. You know what I mean? So
it helps that salary cap too.
Yeah, salary cap. Get your type of player in here and rock and roll. Good stuff, everybody. Appreciate all the super chats, everybody's content, your comments in the chat box. We do appreciate that, guys. Make sure you guys pound that like button. If you're catching this on the replay, hit that like button. Mike, let everybody know where they can find you if they haven't already.
Yeah, Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube, guys. _Cowboys Corner. That's _Cowboys Corner. on Twitter, guys. That's where I'm most active these days. But no, I'll be dropping more on YouTube once the season starts. I give you like sometimes you might see me pissed the hell off in one video. You might see me a happy mother lover in the next. But my channel's kind of bipolar. It's hit and miss. But see you guys there.
Yeah, see everybody out there, man. See you later in the week, guys. Appreciate all you guys. Shout out to all of you guys. It's been a really good offseason and training camp, and let's keep it going, man. Let's keep this thing going. All right, guys. So we'll see you for the next one. Peace, everybody.